Are you ready? Okay, Zihao, with Hakim, let's do this bit. So let's start by removing the pillowcases first. Is it too long on the other side, Zihao? So Zihao, what should we do next? Zihao? All right, straight, neat. Zihao, are we done with this? Let's do this, gentlemen. Let's pretend all of you are room attendants. So you come into the room, right? You remove the duvet from the bed. Now, as you remove, you want to make sure none of the duvet touches the floor. Now, before we make the bed, you notice that it's too close to the wall. So a lot of room attendants, they want to push the bed out. Quite easy because they're on wheels. So now you have enough space here, easy for you to work. Now, can you just hand me the bed sheet, please? Let's pretend this is a new piece, okay? There's a right side to the bed sheet and there's a wrong side. You look at this. So this is the seam, right?
This is behind.
This is below. Yes, you're right. This is below. This is the front. Very good. Usually you stand at the foot of the bed. Open this up. Just make sure it's on the right side. But there's a lot of tweaking of the job scope to suit them because otherwise they find it very difficult. So it's the hotel trying to conform to them rather than the other way around. And of course, the workspace must be conducive to these people with needs, special needs. Hakim, do you know how to put it in? Come. Very good.
I think training for people with special needs is not like normal students whereby they know what you're looking at. You have to tailor to their way of learning. Yeah, for example, like students with autism, they are very standard. That means, if you tell them 9 o'clock start, 3 o'clock finish, you must make sure that 3 o'clock you finish. So you must know what traits each of them have. So we need to craft a particular job to fit them. For example, let's say as a room attendant, some of them are very good at only doing certain steps. So then we have to craft it out.
Excellent. Good, Hakim. Okay, so we're done with the pillow and the pillowcase.
Not everyone can work in a cafe. Not everyone can sew. Not everyone can bake. So from these activities, we are able to then get the profiling and channel them to the right job for them.
Okay, so the next is the duvet. Let's spread it out. Is it too long on the other side, Zihao? Just pull a little bit, pull a little bit. All right. Straight, neat. Hakim, Zihao, are we done with this? Okay, and this is it. You've made your bed. Now it's your turn to make the bed, okay? Are you ready?
Saturday, that one. Saturday, I come late.
Yeah. So when I asked you the first time, are you punctual every day? Why you said you yes? Is it a lie? That's lie, right?
I graduated from Web in 2019.
Do you have a dream job?
I want to do sound engineer, like PA system, because at that time senior school I got told before. I wish I want to work the PA system.
Hello. Welcome to the basement studio. I was told that you like some audio-related stuff. Welcome to the rehearsal space for the basement studio. The drums also has its own microphone. Can you see? So when he hits, the sound goes into the microphone, goes into the cable, then it goes into the mixing room. Okay? So what do you see here?
Gain.
Gain, yes. What this gain does actually, right? You know, like right now we talk, you see at this level, right? When it goes to the speaker, we want it to be louder. So we are amplifying it using this gain knob. So I just wanted to teach him the concept of how audio works. He told me that he wants to learn more about the mixer. So just teaching the concept of how audio goes through a channel. The first thing you must do, make sure before you switch on, it has to be below. Why? Give me a reason why. Why do you think it has to be here first?
Because if we put here, then we
press on.
start to press, the sound start to come out.
Okay, the sound suddenly might be there, right? Then it might give feedback, right? Okay, good. So we don't want the sound to come out first. So we be safe. We prepare, we put everything zero first, and then we switch on the mixer. Okay, so you press mixer switch on. Okay, now, so this master volume needs to be at 0. We try one more time, Okay, one line goes 0. Yes, very good. Okay, for audio assistants and audio engineers, it's quite a broad job scope. So they will need to understand the concept of audio. They will need to learn how to set up pretty much everything you see. So this is actually quite an extensive job scope. Looks like you're ready, One marking by one marking slowly. Okay, even the volume also. Do slowly. We're gonna start off with Abang Iskandar first. Can? Hello.
Hello, my friend.
We meet again. Hello. 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 Hello.
Test 1, 2. Hello.
Testing 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
This is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
This is awesome.
Because I've never worked with a special need person before, so I would like to make sure that I don't I don't want him to feel stressed out about anything and stuff. So I don't want to provide him with too much information. But just now when I was showing him everything, pretty much he captured it quite fast. Okay, I'm gonna request for my microphone not to have any echoes. Can you do that for me, please? I don't want any echo. I don't want any echo. I don't want any echo. Very good. Okay, so no echo for me. Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, hold on. Can I have a bit of Shahir for myself? Mic 3. Can you bring down my lows a bit? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Okay, very good. I can hear the difference already. Thank you, Shahir. High five. Oh, that was good. You learn very fast, Thank you.
Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, Zihao with Hakim, let's do this bit. Okay, so let's start by... Very good. Okay, the next thing is to remove the... What do you call this, Zihao? Hakim? It's not a blank duvet, very good. Okay, let's remove it. Just make sure it doesn't touch the floor. So remember what I said about the bed being too close to the wall? So what should we do? We want to... Yes. Just make sure you bend, stoop down, yeah. Very good. Okay, so Zihao, what should we do next? Donovan, what should we do next? Zihao, what about you? How do you know if this is the right side? See, the stitching. Okay, so the seam, the stitch, should be below. Okay?
So we do certain processes whereby we actually give them certain things to do and see how they react. And from there we can tell. And of course, when we interact with them, we see, are they able to sit down? Are they able to pay attention?
Very good, Donovan. You're using the line as a guide, right? Very good. I think amongst the three, Donnervan is the most high-functional one. It's easier for him to cope with the skills, so all I needed to do is just to show him once and he would be able to do it on his own. Hakim is pretty okay also, a very jovial person, and he catches on to the skills quite easily. I think for Zihao, I don't know, he needs to really focus. I think we need to block everything out around him so that it's just him and the trainer and the equipment. Not too much distraction.
Elisha in school, Elisha crying.
因为他毕竟会有表达方面这个一方面的欠缺，可能他听得懂你讲什么，但是他没有办法去表达出自己想要说的话，所以这一点就是会让很多人可能不会理解他，因为他的外形看过去是跟正常孩子没有多大的区别，那么人家就会觉得为什么这个孩子会这么不乖。
You can do the duvet, yes?
Duvet.
Yep, it's probably easier. Zihao?
Line.
Zihao, you need to move over here. Yes, come move here.
We have to have a good understanding of what the disability is for each person and then have expectations tailored according to what the abilities are. So for some, it might be open employment and that may be a realistic expectation. For some, it would be perhaps just daily engagement in a regular setting that keeps the person active, keeps the person engaged in society and with meaningful activities.
Fold this into half and then squeeze it in, it's easier. Yes. So you see, a good part of it is inside already. And then the rest you just have to. Okay, so Donnervan, Zihao and Hakim, well done. But let's see, is your bed very neat, you think?
Maybe some.
Donnervan? Why is it not neat? Can you tell me? Zihao, look at the bed. Is it neat? Is it smooth on the surface? So you just have to be careful. After you've made the bed, you don't leave your handprints on the bed. So you want to make sure you even it out. Nice and fluffy. And you don't touch the surface anymore. Okay? You want to take a picture? Okay.
Hi, Shahir.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome.
How are you feeling today?
Good.
Good. All right. So, you feel excited for today's session?
Yeah, excited.
All right. Okay, that's the spirit. Okay, you are in luck today because we have a jammer inside. Okay, so we have a real band jamming inside right now. Okay, so we're gonna apply whatever we learned yesterday. Remember?
Remember, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, for today, right, we're gonna do some simple, basic mixing. Okay. Alright, Shahir. So remember, yesterday we had a session. I was sharing with you how to actually bring up the faders and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the digital version of the mixer that we saw inside the room. So click on any of the yellow tab here to select the channel. So in this case, we go one by one. We select one. What we want to do, first thing first. Right now, can you see all this is in red?
Yes.
Meaning if you bring up the volume, would there be any sound?
No,
Yes, very good. Why?
because they are mute.
Yes, they're muted. Okay, so what I want you to do, you're gonna unmute. You're gonna just bring each fader one by one and hear what sound is coming out. Can bring up slowly, remember, and try to hear what sound is coming out. So, what do you think this is? Want to make a guess? What instrument do you think this belongs to?
The bass.
The bass? Okay, it is something very basic, but it's coming from the drums. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to bring down the fader. Then after that, you bring up the next fader. We want to hear what each channel represent, can? Slowly bring up until you like the volume. Okay. Is this volume good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, bring it down. Okay, now, I just want you to bring up whatever volume. Okay, and this is where you mix all the instrument. We want, the whole idea is to have a balance that you can hear everything nicely. Okay, you try. Okay.
To be out, this one.
Huh?
If I want to be out or don't need.
This one. Bring up until you can hear. We just want to hear. Tss, 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 remember? Yeah. Okay. I think it's just about practice and whether if let's say an employer, let's say were to employ a special need person, right? That he has to be very understanding about what special attention that he requires. He must understand also whether if let's say to be given an opportunity to work in this field, in our line of work, right, everything needs to be very fast. But I'm sure that there will be places where I feel he can excel. I'm gonna hear the audio that you recorded earlier. Okay, is this one there today? Okay. This is your mix. Oh. Okay.
I feel good because it's manageable and I can stable the audio by bring up the pedal step by step and I didn't mix up.
Okay, now we are going to do a very easy activity. Okay, we are going to have two roles. One is the customer, and then the other one is the waiter. Very good, Hakim. Waiter. Who wants to volunteer first to be the waiter? Hakim, you want to go first? Yes? Okay, come. Cashier and waiter. Customer. Donnervan. This is the scenario. Donnervan, you will order 1 cup. Okay. So imagine you go to the cafe. What do you say to the cashier or the waiter?
You stay and you want.
Okay. Okay. So Hakim, so what do? You need to ask him to schedule and sequence. Okay, now, okay, what did the customer order? You can remember. Puff and green tea. Green tea. Okay, take 1 puff. Okay. Okay, good.
Usually what we do in MIJ, we will have a lot of role play setting where they use the real cash and they try out through role play method where they understand how to get the change from the person or how do I count the total amount of certain things and all.
Alright, that's how you do it. Okay, so you look at the customer and see total. Alright, then you say.
I strongly feel that all these role play activities is not just for them to understand concept, but also communication skills, having eye contact and all. That's why we have a lot of role play activities in school.
Okay. So, for example, this is what the customer orders. So, what do you say to the customer? Total is?
Total 570.
Alright. Can you say in a very soft voice, total 570? Project your voice, right? So, you need to say loudly. Total 570, please. Can you say that?
Total 570.
Louder, that's right. Total 570, please.
Total 570.
Very good. Good try. Okay.
So there's an order, you are going to help to pack the food and then you are going to wash the dishes afterwards as per normal and then help Miss Vida to defrost the chicken. Can? That's your task for today, okay? Push the side first. Then close everything. Can? Alright, good job. Not rush, it's okay. What happens if you rush?
I wash the plate and see with then teacher Frida help me please. Then I clean wash all the knife, cutting board to be clean. Knife need to be careful. It's very dangerous. It's very sharp. And the big plate of the glass need to be careful. Need to be clean. It's dirty. Glass is later, drop later will crash. Dangerous.
Among the job coaches, we discussed that Hakim is actually suitable to be in the cafe to work because he likes to interact with the customers and people. So it's better for him to be in that kind of setting. We are giving him a year for us to observe and to train him. And then if he's ready for that, then he will join the cafe.
You will get work. So I want you to rest early today. Understand?